do South Africans feel about Americans, and then how do they feel about more Americans moving to South Africa? That's a question I want to know as well. I've seen a lot of videos like on TikTok and things like that of people going out and actually asking how do they feel. So I'm curious to know people's opinions and things like that. But what came to mind when I seen this question? How do South Africans view Americans? Of course, I'm thinking Black Americans because I'm Black. You know what I'm saying? One that kind of annoys me. I guess we're being honest. That kind of annoys me is like the stereotype that most Black Americans are like gang affiliated or like gang bang bang, like that kind of culture, that kind of like, because most of us, I would like to think, I don't know the statistics behind it, but I would like to think that most of us are chill, bruh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are educated. If you go to Atlanta, there's a lot of educated Black people in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? In other parts of the country as well. Doctors, accountants, real estate agents. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us, man. YouTubers, you feel me? I'm playing, but there's a lot of educated Black people, man. I know I'm, you know what I'm saying? I got the balaclava on right now. The reason why I got the balaclava on is because I'm doing a campaign right now. I can't show my face. I can't show my face. So might be if you wondering why I got the balaclava on, I can't show my cheeks right now. I can't show my face because I'm doing a campaign at the moment. But yeah, man. How do South Africans feel about Americans, man? It's just that really. It's just that main stereotype. Because I mean, I get a lot of questions of, "Are you in a gang? Do you know people in a gang? Did you sell drugs?" Like those type of questions. And I'm like, nah, man. I'm chilled, bruh. I'm chilled. Like I'm really a chill person. Like I might have known people who've done those things, but I also know a lot of more people who are, you know what I'm saying, own their own businesses or do things, went to school and did, you know what I'm saying? I know more of those type of people than I do know gang members and things like that. You feel me? Um, but yeah, we're about to go ahead and check this out. I do hear smash something like the video. Let's get it.
Americans get to know a South African person or any African person and we speak, they realize that we have more in common than more not common, you know?
Yeah.
We do have love
What I say last video, y'all? What I say last video? What she just say?
for any African person and we speak, they realize that we have more in common than more not common, you know?
Yeah.
We do have love for each other. But sometimes you know how you fight with your brother
Yeah.
as a sibling. It's
That's
not
how
because you
it
don't
is.
like them. It's not because you don't like them.
Yeah.
You know, it's always easier to fight someone who's like you
Yes.
than fight
True.
someone who's not like you.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean we hate each other.
Yeah.
There's just too much love. We need to give each other a chance and an opportunity to love each other and embrace.
Word.
And then you'll be surprised how we love each other. I've got a lot of American friends, both black and white.
Yeah.
And I tell them all the time, people come, I will host you, I'll show you.
I get what she means, man. I don't know why I paused right there. I get what she means, man. Like I do feel more comfortable arguing or debating with a Black person than a white person. I feel like there's more love, there's more understanding when I'm debating or I'm arguing with a Black person. You know what I'm saying? Because we come from the same background mostly. And like she said, we're a lot more similar than we are opposite. And that's that's the vibe that I got. That's what I got as soon as I got it. Like the humor, the everything, bro. We're a lot more similar, man. We're a lot more similar. I said it in my last video. What's up? Let's get that.
Where are you from?
South Africa?
When you first came over to America, what was the craziest thing you saw?
It's hard to tell because, we consume so much of American culture on TV, so there wasn't much.
And I think that's where the stereotype comes. Like, with a lot of us are like gang affiliated or do these type, because that's what y'all see. That's what y'all see on TV and things like that. You know, y'all don't see the young, educated doctors and accountants and things like that, bro. There's plenty of us, bro. There's plenty of us. You feel me? And it is vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of you guys get upset when Black Americans or whoever, you know what I'm saying, say that Africa or South Africa is a jungle or things like that, because they're just going off what they see on TV, bro. I mean, take Coming to America, for example. Coming to America. Prince Hakeem, did y'all see his palace? Nigga had giraffes and elephants and everything walking around. You feel me? So like That's the visual presentation that we get on TV. Same advice, same as y'all, man. Like y'all get a certain visual presentation of us and just go with that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard so many SA people talk about how terrible the food is. You feel me? Uh, what else, man? That like, I think one big one, bro, is how y'all think a lot of people who haven't traveled to the states uh, feel like it's all city, that there's no rural areas, bro. Our rural areas are a bit different, but there's a lot of rural areas, bro. Like the city makes up a small portion of the actual state. You feel me? Like there's a lot of suburban areas. There's a lot of rural areas where there's farms, where there's cows and horses and cornfields and things like that, bro. Like we have those type of things as well. So I think it's just vice versa. We both go off of what we see on TV, and I think social media is helping a lot with those stereotypes because we're seeing a lot more real stuff. And I think that's probably why they want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to ban, they want to moderate it. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep us blind, but now we see. Now we see.
Um, of a shock in a sense.
What's the number one thing you hate about America?
The quality of the food has been interfered
Bruh, what? Bruh.
with so much. The taste is not the greatest.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
When you first came over to America, what was the crazy?
Okay. Me personally, I enjoy SA food. The meat is very fresh. But also, US food is nice, bruh. In my opinion, US food is nice, bro. US food is very nice. The fast food is nice. I don't understand this thing about it. And I'm a foodie, y'all. Y'all know me. Like, I'm always trying food. I love food. So that's the part I don't understand when it comes to food, man. I think it's exaggerated a bit. I think people exaggerate it, bro. Ain't no way, y'all. Ain't no way, man.
How you feel about Americans moving here?
I have no problem.
Well,
I have no problem.
yeah.
They can come here, they can come here. But our city is full already. We must put a toll gate on our city.
Shout out, OG.
Okay, got you.
Everywhere.
Shout out, OG.
Get worse because now
Yeah.
we're the
Yeah.
number one city in the world.
Because people say like, oh, we're coming here, we're raising the prices and stuff like that.
And
But,
that's
like,
not how it works, bro. That's not how it works, y'all. Economics 101. That's not how it works, man. There's a lot of things that play a part in raising prices. Government, you know what I'm saying? Just the way of life in general. You feel me? I mean, U.S. prices is going up. Inflation, you feel me? It has a lot more to do with just some people moving to a country, bro. I mean, y'all have had Europeans living here forever, bringing the pound. Like, because y'all seeing Americans move here in social media, y'all seeing it on social media, doesn't mean, oh, now the prices are skyrocketing now. Oh, man. Nah, man. It's not how economics works, bro. It's not how it works.
you feel like, is that something just to divide us, or you think it's good for the economy for foreigners to come and like
When the
maybe
foreigners
invest?
come, they do put up the prices on everything. Like the rates go up.
Yeah, and one thing is sometimes the reason why the rates go up is because the owners of the businesses is like, oh, we got people here that we can up the prices on. You feel me? Let's take Airbnb for example. Airbnb's prices have skyrocketed because now these Airbnb owners is smart. They're like, okay, we got more people who are coming from overseas who got, you know what I'm saying, who got a lot of bread to spend. They're coming here most likely for a holiday. So why not? Why shouldn't I raise my prices? You feel me? That's one that okay. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But when it comes to like grocery store things, bro, that's just inflation, bro. It's just like
Rates go up, I think.
Okay.
That's what's happening here.
And so that affects the locals.
It's affects the locals here. And it pushes all the locals out.
Got it.
That's what's happening. That's how we see it. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Word.
Word. Shout out OG though. Shout out OG.
Y'all are jealous of Americans, and it's really that simple. I hate to break it to y'all.
Here we go again, y'all. Here we go again. Yesterday we got somebody saying that South Africans was jealous of, or Americans was jealous of South Africans. Now we got somebody saying South Africa or Africans. She's not even talking about South Africans. It says Africans are jealous of Americans. Oh my God.
All, but you know, this really boils down to two things.
Priscilla, I don't even. Okay, let's see what she got to say.
We've already established xenophobia as one, and the other thing is jealousy, envy. Y'all are jealous of Americans, and it's really that simple. And I don't know how, I hate to break it to you, but none of us, we all just were born where we were born. We didn't choose to be born here. That's just where we were born, okay? And yeah, we got lucky. We got the hot ticket.
So I think that South Africans think.
I want to ask you guys, bro. Do you think there'll ever be a world where, as South Africans, we don't care too much about Americans? Because they don't give a fuck about us, bro.
I don't care about Americans.
But we know everything about them. We know who's released. We know who's been, we know who's snitched. Why?
Because they're the center of the entertainment world, my brother.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. We are the center of the entertainment space. I agree with that. Shout out Mac G though. Shout out my nigga Mac G. But I agree with that, man. And the best example I could think of, I mean, look what Chris Brown did when he came to South Africa, bro. Sold out the state. Like, there's no SA artist that's doing that, bro. And the closest one that come to mind that I think they could have done that is AKA, in my opinion. AKA. I feel like AKA could have done something close to that. But Chris Brown, look, I mean, he sold it out 2 days in a row, fam. 2 days in a row. I feel like maybe a collection of I'm a piano and 3P. I don't even know. I don't know, man. What are y'all opinions on that? I do agree that US is definitely the centerpiece of entertainment. For sure, for sure.
Who's the world?
The world.
Nah, bro.
There's a reason the Oscars are the Oscars and Hollywood.
Bro,
is
they don't give a
Hollywood.
fuck about us, though.
Nah, bro.
They
don't know what type of
and
system-
rightfully so. They shouldn't.
Bro, they don't know
What do
Chevy
we
shit.
have?
I don't know.
They don't know shit be shit.
Yeah, I don't know them.
According to them, we've got nothing that they want.
No,
It's not even that, y'all. Let me explain. Now I feel like I gotta take up for my people. It's not even that, bro. It's that we don't even think about it, bro. It's not that. It's not coming out of despite. It's not coming out of hate. It's not coming out of any of that. It's just we don't even think about. I'm talking from me personally. I never thought about it, bro. I never thought about Africa content. I never thought about South Africa, and I never thought about it, bro. Never had thoughts about it until y'all know how my journey was on YouTube. Till I came across it, I was like, "Dang, this is fire!" You feel me? But before that, like I didn't know anything about it. It never crossed my Instagram. Like I never knew. I never knew, bro. There's so much going on in the States entertainment wise, from the sports to the music. You feel me? To the movies and you know what I'm saying? There's so much going on that I don't even. I mean, if you go to the movies right now, most of the movies is U.S. movies. Here in SA, even most of the movies that you see is U.S. movies. So I agree with what he's saying, but I feel like people misconstrued and take it as hate. It's not hate, man. It's just a thing of not even thinking about it, bro. Because there's so much already going on. The U.S. is so huge, bro. Like there's just so much going on, man, that we don't think about anywhere else, bro. It's not like living in South Africa and then not thinking about the United Kingdom or not thinking about other countries. The U.S. It's a lot smaller. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but like U.S. is very huge. So it's a lot going on, bro. Like I don't know, fam. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. Like you know what I'm saying. You got New York, which has their own culture, their own things. You got L.A., the West Coast, that has their own vibe, and you got Miami down south, Florida. You feel me? They got their own thing going on. You got Texas, Houston, Dallas. They got their own thing going on. So it's so much, bruh. So much going on, fam.
All our minerals and whatnot, but according to them, there's no reason to keep focus there. We get all our minerals and whatnot, but according
They don't know shit be shit.
Yeah, I don't know them.
according to them, we've got nothing that they want.
No, we
Except
do.
all our minerals and whatnot, but
And y'all want to know something crazy? He mentioned the minerals and everything. The U.S. is very messed up, y'all. I was doing some research the other day, bro. The U.S. really doesn't need anyone. the U.S. really doesn't need anyone. It's called diplomacy resources. So basically, what the U.S. does, bro, they have all, bro, they're the number one food provider in the world. They have coal, oil, energy resources to last the U.S. for decades that they haven't even tapped into, which is insane, bro. And the reason why they call it diplomacy resources is because the U.S. would rather go out to Africa or somewhere, India, China, for cheaper labor, for cheaper resources, and get it there than to use our own resources. It's not that we don't have them. We just prefer to get them somewhere else for cheaper. It's like me. It's like my refrigerator full of groceries, y'all. My refrigerator is full, but I'd rather go get it from my next door neighbors because it's cheaper, and I'd rather reserve my own just in case for emergencies. Hey, it's smart, bro. It's smart, but it's like, dang, bro. It's like, dang. It's really smart, bro. It's some bullies. It's some bullies, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. They some bullies, but that's how it is. That's legit how it is. I don't know what made me want to look that up. I was just doing some research about things, man, and that's something I came across that I didn't even know myself. A lot of these places is in North Dakota. Was it North Dakota? It was 3 states, bro, and they have the most coal and oil resources that we haven't even tapped into. Insane, y'all. Insane. But yeah, man, as far as the minerals and resources and things like that, yeah, we could come and get them. But we also have our own that we haven't even tapped into. We just rather go get them from somewhere else, which is insane. And it'll be more. The thing is, it'll be more expensive for us to get it from our own because we got to pay our own people and things like that. We rather go pay cheaper labor somewhere else. And yeah, y'all know.
There's no reason to keep focused there. We get everything we need from those people. They should watch us enjoy our lives. So why would they watch us?
I always find that so bizarre, man. We care so much about America, bro.
It's because we follow the pop culture, whatever that's happening. It starts from that side. Even if like this whole topic, pornography and sex toys, guess what? We followed it from that side. It's now here. So we do everything that is like whatever's hip and happening that side, it will happen this side.
Yeah,
it's not just even stories.
American was podcasting.
Yes.
You can't tell me there's a there's a tender from Limpopo who inspired you to start a podcast.
Just to get married. Exactly.
That's the thing. The problem is they have so much going on for them that even if we take parts of what they have, we can make something of ourselves this side.
Exactly.
I agree, man. Shout out Mac Gito, man. Such a cool guy.
All right, so recently I've been getting some comments from people who consider the U.S. to be a third world country. And it's been for a variety of reasons, which I'll talk about in a second. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Jules. I am an American. I've lived off and on in South Africa for about 3 years. I've also visited some other places, less than I would like to. But I've been creating some content to share some of the differences between South Africa and the U.S., just to kind of like show both people in the U.S. and South Africa, maybe some differences. They can kind of see what the differences are. Anyways. Some of those videos have gone viral, so I've gotten lots and lots and lots of comments. And then occasionally I get comments about America being or the US rather, being a third world country. Some of those have been because of the way that homes are built in the US, where we use wood and drywall, and where in South Africa, these walls are made with brick, by the way. I know this thoroughly.
That's not everywhere though. I feel like in certain parts of the country, some parts is made out, there's brick homes and stuff like that. Definitely in Kentucky, there's a lot of brick homes in my state, which are very nice, very beautiful. Definitely in the farm areas, there's like huge brick houses and stuff like that.
Now, but anyways, and then I've gotten some other comments like the U.S. doesn't have electric kettles, which I think is the funniest thing because we absolutely do have electric kettles. So I actually want to open the conversation up, and I want to hear from South Africans about what they have heard about the U.S. that makes them maybe think that the U.S. is a third world country. And I also want to hear from Americans, if possible, what they have heard about South Africa. And
okay, I see what she's saying. A lot of these comments, somebody mentioned you pay taxes separately. It's not added to your groceries. You get a surprise at the till. Yeah, that is true. But don't y'all get VAT? What is it? VAT? It's the same thing as VAT. But I do like that the price that you see on the hold on, VAT is when you go to like a restaurant, right? I think so. But the price that you see at the groceries is the price that you pay at the, which is nice, which is very nice. I don't know why they have that. The reason why they have to add it at the end, I think, is because different states has its own percentage of tax that they pay. So like one state might charge 3%, next state might charge 5%, whatever. Like there's different taxes in each state. So maybe that's why it's not added, because now you can't do this. I don't know. I really don't know, man. That was my best guess.
You guys are one. It doesn't seem like you guys have a voice. It seems like white supremacy has you by the neck.
And you're from South Africa?
Yeah, I am.
That's a major projection, ain't it?
How so?
White supremacy got us by the neck, and you're sitting over there living in a shipping container, and the white people are in condos right across the street, and they got us.
Really, black people in condos as well. So I don't know what you're talking
about. Sir, I didn't be over there, the homeland. Y'all 90% of the population.
Yeah, doesn't mean if you're here for a day, you know everything of what's going on. I'm telling you what's.
Yes, sir. Y'all live in shanty towns over
Is
there.
that
So
Noda?
the white supremacists are living high off the hog. You cannot sit up here and talk about how they got us by the neck and how we're tethering down. It's 43 million foundational black Americans. We're not tethering anywhere. We're doing good. 43 million foundational black Americans. We ain't going nowhere. We're standing strong for our lineage, sir.
You guys, you're claiming to delineate, you're doing all of this. Yet for some reason, I'm seeing that there isn't any political inclination. It doesn't seem like
that is Noda, bro.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, because we got a lot of tethers in these positions who have wiggled and weaseled their way into these positions, and they're undermining us. When we get a reparations task force or any other task force,
Hey, he's not gonna win an argument with Noda. He don't know Noda like I know Noda, bro. He's not gonna win an argument with Noda. I promise y'all, he's not gonna win an argument with Noda.
Do South African women like American men? Now, I cannot speak for all South African women, so I think I should leave this open to South African women to respond.
We asking you, beautiful?
They do like American men. I am, however, going to speak for myself when I say that from my experience, having lived in the States for a while, American men are really sweet for the most part. There's a lot of traditional and cultural differences, obviously. But for the most part, you guys are good people. So I think American men are great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Africans, though, so I think I need to leave that open to South African women. So South African women, do you like American men?
I mean, at the end of the day, we all African. You know what I'm saying? We all African American. But baby, I appreciate you.
Okay, so I've been living in America for a minute. So I'm going to talk about some of the cultural shocks that I just have experienced or just don't understand.
Okay.
The first one is this country has no home affairs. Coming from South Africa, we have home affairs. You go to one specific place if you need documents. Here, if you need a passport renewal, you have to go to the post office. Some certifications, you have to go to the library. Some, you have to go to a government office. It's just so confusing. I'm constantly like, I needed to get something certified, and I had to ask my American friends because I was like, where do you guys go?
I think it depends on where you live, too. I think that depends on where you live. In my area, it's all like it's there. So like if you need to get like, okay, I don't mean to cut her off yet, but I just want to explain like if you want to get your like the court, you go to the courthouse and then the post office is right, like everything's right here, literally everything's close. Like when I went to go get my visa in New York, literally the embassy's up here, the post office to do everything else was right downstairs. So it's like I just had a boom, 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 boom like that. You feel me?
For this because there's no home affairs. The second thing that I found is like a bit not confusing. I love a chair, don't get me wrong, but in South Africa it could become a problem if I do this when I get back. Is when the robot or the traffic light is red, you can still turn right if you turn right. You just have to look and make sure it's clear to turn right. It's not illegal, it's actually legal, so you won't get a ticket. But I'm just so used to back home when it's red, it's red. You stop, you wait until it's green again. But yeah.
Hold on, where are you from? Tell that. I have no way. Oh no, whoa. Is she? Hold on. Where is she from? Is she U.S. from? Because where in SA do we stop at the red lights until it turned green? Where's she from?
if you're turning right. You just have to look and make sure it's clear to turn right. It's not illegal. It's actually legal, so you won't get a ticket. But I'm just so used to back home when it's red, it's red. You stop, you wait until it's green again. But here, you can go. The next
Oh,
thing,
but yeah, you can go. Hold on, what?
back home when it's red, it's red. You stop, you wait until it's green again. But here, you can go. The next thing is they don't have fences here. Like some places they will have, some houses will have some fences. It's the small white picket fences, but most of the time it's for dogs. It's not really common. I think I saw a fence in this country after 2 years when I went to Vegas. I was like, oh my gosh, some of the houses they had fences because it's closer to the road. And I'm talking about like height where like you can hide, a whole human can hide behind it. I've seen fences obviously where it's like the little white picket fences as I mentioned, but they don't really have fences here. And I find it weird because even by the schools they don't have fences around the schools, and I'm like, don't the kids just want to leave if they can leave? Okay, the fourth thing is the money all looks the same. So when I say the money, I'm talking about the paper
color.
money, the notes. All the notes are like green and white. They're $1. And like for me, when I got you, I was like, why? Because like back
That's how hard. She probably, hey, imagine her. She probably shelling out. It'll be $10, ma'am. She'd give out 100.
home, if it's 10 rand, it's green. The 20 rand is brown. I think the 50
love
rand is
SA
pink. And the
SA
colors are
money.
different. The notes are
Yeah.
different. Versus here, the numbers are the only thing
Even the
that's
shape.
different on it. All the notes
I
look
mean, not
the
the
same.
shape, but the sizes. Like even the 10 rand is like a little smaller than, you know what I'm saying? Even the shape. Ours is all the same size, the same color, just different numbers and different president faces.
And so you could be carrying a 1, or you could be carrying a 2, or you could be carrying a 5, or you could be carrying a 10. But
2?
it's all the same color.
Hey,
It
$2
has the
bill
same
is
thing. It
very
has one of the
rare.
presidents. I forgot who.
George
And then,
Washington.
but it's all the same color. It has the same thing. It has one of the presidents. I forgot who.
Not one. They all have different presidents. They all have different presidents. For example, the $100 bill got Benjamin Franklin, who actually was not a president. And then the dollar bill has George Washington, which was the first president. And then the 5 has Abraham Lincoln, I think. And then the 20 has Jefferson.
And then lastly, number
Thomas.
5, and I'm not saying every state that does this, but it's more common here. People wash their hair in the kitchen sink. Now, I know I will not be washing my hair in my mama's kitchen sink back home. But people wash it because they say, like, I know some people wash their hair in the shower, but it's normal. Or I don't want to say normal in every household. I've just seen majority of people wash their hair here. Even when I went to go wash my hair in the first year of being here, I went to this lady and she like has her salon in her house, this whole thing, and she dyes your hair. And she washed my hair in the sink. Now, I am all for the hustle, but
I'm going to tell you why, though. It's not really common in a lot of households. I've never seen my people wash their hair in the sink. But I've seen, like, the reason why is because the way our sinks are set up, they're a lot bigger than the ones in the bathroom, right? And then they have the thing that comes out that you could spray. You feel me? That you could spray. Shh. So I personally think that's the reason why. I think that's the reason why. I'm not too sure, but I think.
y'all, there's a bathroom, there's a shop. Like, I was just like, I felt uncomfortable. And
But
then
if you get okay.
she offered me water from the same sink, and I was like, no, thank you, because why?
She offered me water from the same sink is insane. I don't even drink tap water at home though. That's crazy.
What do Zambians think about Black Americans? You know, one funny thing, Zambians, I think we look at Black Americans like they are like us. They are like our brothers and sisters. We don't look at them to be strange.
Shout out to
South Africans, you love making fun of Americans and all these checks that we write and we give each other, but this is a story you will not believe.
I'm not gonna lie though, I ain't seen a check since I was like a kid.
I was looking at my bank account statement and
I ain't gonna sit here and listen to your story, my guy. I ain't gonna hold you.
What they wanted was a regime change. The response of them saying that they don't want to go to the US.
That's how long? Oh, we're approaching 30 minutes, y'all. Let me end it here, man. Let me end it here. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a conversation video, y'all. Everything, like, don't take it to heart. It's nothing but love, peace, happiness here. You feel me? We can debate. We can have our own opinions. It's an open floor. Well, I feel like I still got my headphones on. it's an open floor. You know what I'm saying? I have my own opinions. Y'all have your own opinions. That doesn't make me wrong or right. That doesn't make y'all wrong or right. It's our opinions. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just want to bring videos like this where we could discuss, we can talk, and we can share our own opinions and our own experiences as well. Because maybe my experiences could be different from your experiences or another person's experiences that y'all have seen videos from. You know, the things that I've said, I'm not saying I'm completely correct in the things that I've said. And besides the research that I did about US, that is correct. But other than that, man, like it's mostly opinion based, dog. So if there's anything that I said that I had an opinion on, you know what I'm saying? It's all opinion, man. It's all opinion. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about Americans? How do y'all feel about Americans moving to South Africa? How do y'all feel about the Afrikaners declining Trump's offer to relocate? That's strange because wasn't they all going? Like what happened to that whole movement? Like it kind of died off and now they don't want to go. I'm confused. That's a confusing situation to me. But yeah, I'm just curious to know y'all's opinions on Americans. And y'all already know my opinions, man. Y'all already know my opinion on South African and being here in South Africa. I love it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. You know, I have a lot of friends here, a lot of great friends. I've got shown a lot of love here. You know, I do get those comments, like I said in past videos, to go home, things like that. But that's only like 2%, y'all. 1% of the love that I do get from the country. So I enjoy myself here. I love it here. And yeah, man, y'all already know how I feel, man. Y'all already know, and I already know how most of y'all feel. But these are just discussions, just opinions and things like that. But I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below other topics we should talk about. Stay tuned, y'all. Peace.